All right, I'm live. I'm ready.
Yep, sweet.
Let's go,
I'm
baby.
gonna shorten this just a tad.
Dude, I got some interesting diagnoses for what's going on with some of these teams.
Oh, Chris, really? Some diagnoses, huh?
Yeah, dude, I went in depth to
Use that teacher language on us, huh?
to diagnose what's going on.
Right into the hands
of. I can't watch that live right now. I don't know what it is.
I'm not watching anything live.
You just said you were sending us something.
Oh, no, I sent it in the general chat.
Oh.
And I was listening to it. Right into the hands. Oh, yeah.
Rolf goes, my 8-year-old son's flag football team I coach lost the championship game tonight on a cheap call for a winning TD. Almost got kicked out of the game.
Wow.
As long as he doesn't punch him in the face, he should be all right. Oh, he got kicked out of the game.
He almost got kicked out, like the coach, yeah.
That's fair. That is fair. Oh, guys, at least we can have, keep our heads held high knowing we didn't lose to the Carolina Panthers.
Is that a roast to the Cowboys there?
It is.
Or the Falcons?
Dude, listen. Let me just like start with some drama real quick to set the mood. Okay. To just set the mood for the sports show. It's not even the drama, just like this year. I think out of every year, like there's always upsets, of course. There's always upsets. But seldom are there upsets the way that we're witnessing them right now. Like truly. I think it's diabolical. Like there's crazy upsets every single week. And they just don't make sense. And I know this isn't how football works. One team loses to another team, but then beats another team, right? And the team that they lost to is terrible, but then they beat one of the best teams in the league. Like, I get it, right? I understand that's not how it works. Some teams are more prepared for others. Some, game plan wise, some maybe they, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but listen to this, dude. Okay?
Yeah.
The Falcons, who got shut out by one of the worst teams in the league at the time, the Carolina Panthers, have just held the Bills to 14 points and beat them. Handedly, honestly. They looked really good, especially in the first half. Okay. The Browns have one win this season, and that win is against a top 5 team from what Tom Brady says, right, in his top 5. The Browns have beaten the Packers, like, somehow, magically. The Patriots, who have just beaten the Bills, have only beat the Saints by 6. It was on the road, but, that's interesting. The Cardinals, who... They're backup QB first game. Jacoby Brissett, first game playing for the Arizona Cardinals, almost beats the Colts on the road. Like that makes no sense.
Had a chance to.
Had a chance. The Rams are one of the most electric offenses in the league. Puts up 17 points against the Ravens.
If not for
the Texans,
I will say, if not for a missed pass interference call on McBride, the Cardinals probably win that game.
Yeah, the Rams only put up 17 points on the Ravens. Who just got demolished by the Houston Texans, who haven't put up more than 14 points all year before that game. Roughly, right? I think they maybe put up 20. The Giants upset the Eagles by 17. The Broncos only beat the Jets by 2. And that was just this week. Like, this is insanity.
Dude,
this whole week was insane.
This is
and then the Packers only win by 9.
First off, Tyler, thank you. That was I don't think John or I could have done a better recap of this week. And I'll say right now, this is why when girls say they like drama, right? I watch Desperate
This is the drama.
Thank you. Then watch football. Like, what could be better?
No better drama. I'll double down on that with you, Ty, here. So it's not the most amount of upsets that we've ever seen through 6 weeks, even in recent history. However, no team undefeated through 6 weeks.
Yes.
Only 2 teams have 5 wins, Buccaneers and the Colts. Week 5 featured 6 double-digit comebacks, which tied the league record for a single week. And they were mostly underdogs. And then both of the undefeated teams last week lost their first game in an upset, which is insane. It's just,
dude, the lack of parity, the parity is insane. Like normally you have these teams, right, who defy parity, right? The Lions go 15-2 last year. The Chiefs go 15. Like there are these teams who you just pencil in the dub. The Ravens, the Bills. And it just feels like there's a lot less of those teams week to week this year.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean, I asked myself this morning, going into when I was just talking kind of ball in my stream this morning, I was like, you look at every single team in the NFL right now, every single one of them, like every record, how they're playing, how close the games are. I don't see a single Super Bowl, like clear Super Bowl winner right now. And it's not even close. Like, I just don't. Like the Bucs barely scraping by, right? And now they've suffered some injuries. Every win is won in the last seconds of the game, right? Besides that Niners game. So like even the 5-1 team right there, the Colts almost losing to the Cardinals, right? And then like
you could argue they should have lost to the Broncos. You're absolutely right, Ty.
Yep.
These games, right? So even some of the good teams, it's a little deceiving for sure.
I mean, Ravens 1-5, Bills. Here's another thing. I don't know if I think I sent it to you guys. I tweeted it out. Let's take a look at the Bills. Take a look at the Bills. We might need to be a little bit more worried than we think. Because I replied to somebody. I replied, the Bills are 4-2, and the teams that they've beaten are the 1-5 Saints, the 1-5 Dolphins, the 0-6 Jets, and the 1-5 Ravens.
Yeah, but if you do the Lions, it's not much better. Do the Lions. We beat the 1-5 Ravens.
Well, that was with Lamar.
That
was with Lamar on the road.
I'm not saying it wasn't an important win. I'm just saying if you play the game you're playing with wins,
the Browns beat the Packers
against the Browns, the Bengals, the Ravens who are 1-5, and the Bears. The only winning record is the Bears. I'm just saying the only winning record of anyone we've played is the Bears. We lost to the Chiefs and have a loss to the Packers.
Well, we should have beat those Chiefs. So,
but that'll change. That'll change in the next 5 weeks because the Lions are playing 5 straight teams with right now at least winning records.
Right.
But you know what I mean? I hear you, Ty. I'm with you. Like I do think the Bills are for sure suspect, but not like fraud.
Not fraud.
Their defense is very vulnerable, and they haven't won a bunch. Except, I mean, that game was impressive against the Ravens.
They had everyone healthy though in that game, and like they missed last night. They missed Dalton Kincaid because he has been Josh Allen's deep threat this year, like intermediate to deep. Kincaid kind of gets Allen out of trouble, and with the Falcons pass rush yesterday, he didn't have that, and so they're missing this. They're missing this X receiver who can just win on the outside. Keon Coleman can't do it yet, right? Shakir's a slot player. So, like, they're missing that true X receiver. And it's just, when the Falcons, when you play defense like the Falcons do, when they just came after Josh all night, they're basically saying your receivers have to win one-on-one.
Yep.
Like, that's what they're daring the receivers to do. And otherwise, Allen just has to play hero ball. And that's what happens.
It didn't look good. Yeah. I mean, also, they just weren't running the ball, which, like, I noticed in the first half, like, they weren't using James Cook nearly enough. I mean, here's somebody that you can you can be checked down into this guy. You can be running with this guy. And they didn't, right? They started to do it in the first second half, right? The start of the second half. And I think they drove down the field with ease. Cook looked good. And, like, if you don't have Kincaid, like, James Cook has been dominating all season, right? Multiple 100-yard games. Why are we not implementing him early? I kind of think of it as like the same thing with the Eagles in the last 2 weeks. Why are the Eagles, Saquon Barkley has been absolutely stuffed, and not even stuffed, like just not being utilized nearly as much. And I think that was them. I think there's different reasons. Like the Eagles were obviously trying to, I think, get out of the head of Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball. We want to make our wide receivers happy, and that's why they just lost both those games. And like I just don't see that happening. Obviously, when they come off the bye, and I just don't understand why the Bills did that.
Yeah, Ty, I love that because I was thinking the same thing, and this is kind of what it made me think of. Do you remember last year how they had that like weird 3-headed monster with like Cook, Ray Davis, and Ty Johnson?
Yeah.
It feels like this year the games are so much closer. They can't afford to have Cook off the field as much.
Right.
And I think some of these teams who are used to these kind of nice rotations where their backs are getting breaks are going to start realizing if the margins are going to get smaller, then you're right. You need your best players on the field.
Right. No, yeah, because it definitely felt like they were untouchable last year. They could have anyone in, and they would see crazy success. And and now it doesn't. It seems like the games are a lot closer. I mean, a lot closer, right? The Bills their spreads have been disgusting though, too, right? The Bills spreads have been like -14, -17.5 against the Jets or something crazy, like really, really, really out of this world spreads to begin with. But yeah, the games are so close nonetheless.
I'm Googling one thing real quick before we get officially started here.
Let's do it, dude.
Google.
Okay. I will say this, and I don't know if how much I believe this, but I thought of it and I'm correct about it, at least what it shares, but I don't know if it leads to the conclusion I think. The average starting field position due to the new kickoff rules this year is the best it's been since league-wide since 2005.
Wait, say that again, John?
So with the new kickoff rule, because you have to kick it within the little zone. If you don't, you kick it out of bounds. You get it at the 40. You kick a touchback, you get it. So with the starting field position through 6 weeks, the average is a 30.8, and that's league-wide. That's worse teams, and that's teams that can't even kick return well and don't even have guys back there that can do it, is the best starting field position league-wide since 2005. And I think that is part of what is causing more upsets, because bad teams can just get 2 first downs and get points. Yeah, you're in field goal range for kickers nowadays. And all of a sudden, like, you get a couple of those and a good team is down 6-0, or they get a touchdown on that drive and then a field goal on the next one. All of a sudden you're down 10. I wonder how much the parity has to do with this kickoff rule.
I do. That makes a lot of sense. And dude, there isn't there. I mean, if we go like even meta, like there might even be like a reason that they did that, or they're sitting, it's for the safety of the players, or we want more electric, returns.
They wanted more points.
Or I was gonna say maybe they want more points, they want more upsets, because that's definitely what's happening. These teams are having to travel less, and I mean, imagine you're a terrible team, but you're the worst team, and you are the underdog. You make it to the 40, you have a great return, but it's not that hard though to get to the 40. And now it's like 1 first down and 5 yards, and now you're in a 59-yard field goal range. I mean,
and it's making more teams go for it on 4th down, because they're like, okay, we go for it on 4th down, we don't get it, and we kick a field goal. They're gonna have the ball here anyway. We get 3 points. Let's go for it.
Right.
Because you don't want to just look what happened with the Bears yesterday. They're down 2, and all of a sudden all they need is a field goal. March right down the field, bang, got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blevins Bros Sports Show, brought to you by Underdog. New customers play $5, get $50 in bonuses. Use code Blevins Bros. We'll do our Underdog segment here towards the end, where we each share our play. You can see it there on the bottom of our screens as well. I've got a little game that I want us to play. I didn't even tell you guys about this. I kind of turned the first topic into a game. You'll be prepared for it. And chat, you get to play the game as well. And so we have news that the Titans have fired their head coach. After a season and 6 weeks, he's gone. My guess is that they'll have an interim and then, hire their next guy, probably wait till the end of the season and just go through the process the right way and see who becomes available. But we'll see. So we are going to play a game where I list 6 coaches that are currently on the hot seat. And chat and Chris and Ty and I will say whether or not we think they get fired during the season. So not at the end of the season, but during the season. All right, so here we go. Starting with the Miami Dolphins coach, Mike McDaniels. Does he get fired during the season?
You know what's funny is a lot of his games really could have gone the other way. Yeah. A lot of their games. The game against the Bills, close game, hard-fought game. The game last Monday night. Was it Monday night? It wasn't. It was
It was
Sunday afternoon. But it was the Chargers, Bills. Lost by 2. Could have won that game.
Bro, and these are good teams. That game is my touchdown of the week. That game has my touchdown of the week, but I will say right now, Ty, you're absolutely right. The Dolphins should have won that game.
Yeah,
if not for Justin Herbert going Super Saiyan. They win that game.
Right, which is what Justin Herbert can do from time to time. But I mean, they only lost to 10 to the Bills, and it was much closer. What else? What other? How close? They lost to the Patriots by 6. We know how the Patriots are performing. They put up 27 points against the Patriots, by the way, mind you, and they lost by 6 because the Patriots are just doing it. And that was, some of these games without Tyreek are the most recent ones. So, I mean, I still think since he hasn't been performing in multiple years, right? And now this is happening. I think he's gone. I think he's gone in the middle of the season. I'll say yeah.
Yeah,
Chris?
I don't think it's McDaniel's fault, but I'm going to say yes. And I will say this. I would be excited if he joined my team's coaching staff.
As the offensive coordinator?
Yeah, just as if I want him in the building.
Quarterback coach?
Right.
Okay.
So like if he came to the Lions in some aspect, I would love that.
I mean, I wonder if him and Dan have a relationship. Maybe, I don't know if McDaniel was on the staff when Dan Campbell was the interim head coach in Miami. That'd be interesting. A lot of chat, by the way, for me at least, is very, very mixed. A lot of yeses, a lot of end of seasons. I'm gonna say he gets fired in the next month. They play the Browns in Cleveland. He could get fired after that game if they lose.
Correct.
I think they can win that game though.
Oh, they can 100%. But right with that front and the way their offensive line is playing, they could also murder Tua.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then they go Falcons on the road. Probably lose that game. Then they go Ravens at home, and they honestly probably lose that game if Lamar's in. And then they go Bills, Commanders. So I think before Thanksgiving, Mike McDaniel will be fired.
Yeah. I think two things can be true. I think he does get fired in the season, and I also don't know if it's a good idea.
Okay. All right, next coach. Cleveland Browns head coach, Kevin Stefanski.
Dude, can we talk about him?
Sure. Because, I mean, again... I mean, dude, what are you going to do? You don't have an offense. Dude, like, you've never had an offense. You haven't had a QB.
Wasn't he the guy that got rid of Baker?
Ooh.
I don't know if he got rid of Baker. I think the GM got rid of Baker. I don't know how much the GM talked to him. I mean, I'm sure he didn't want Deshaun Watson, and he got him. Could be wrong there. Don't know.
So listen to this, guys, real quick. I don't think this is necessarily a head coaching fire. Like, I think it's like, listen to this, dude. These are how many quarterbacks do you think the Browns are paying right now?
Isn't it?
Do you know the answer?
Isn't it something Watson, like 8?
8. They're paying
Flacco.
They are paying 8 quarterbacks right now. Deshaun Watson, $35.9 million. Jameis Winston, $2.2 million, dead money. Dylan Gabriel, $1.1 million. Joe Flacco, $999,000, dead money. Shedeur Sanders, $1 million, pretty much. Bailey Zapp, $315,000. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, $171,000. Kenny Pickett, $8,000, dead money. So they're paying 8 different quarterbacks right now. I mean, I think this starts at the top, but so at the end of the day as well, you might as well also just kind of just reset all around, right? So I mean, I have no idea if it's his fault or if he is the one that should be fired. But how are you supposed to be winning games with someone like Dylan Gabriel right now?
Well, so here's my problem. Like, how often how much leash are you going to give this guy to turn the franchise around? Like, if you think the team is good enough to win, you think the culture is good enough to win. In 2020, Case Keenum took his Browns to the playoffs. His first year as a head coach. Case Keenum. Okay. Yep. 2 years later, he trades Baker Mayfield to the Panthers for a 5th round pick. Oof. Okay. And so don't even get me started on the Panthers organization. Like, all these people that let Baker go, in my head, permanently have bad process. Right? You just, like, when you let a guy who has it go, you did not set them up for success. So, like, he has like a check against him for that. And so now they draft 2 quarterbacks, right? Sign Flacco, then trade Flacco away. It's the rookie's time now. Like, what's the vision? And how long of a leash does he get?
And don't forget, he took he led Flacco and the Browns to the playoffs.
Right. And someone said something.
He's a two-time coach of the year.
Dude, someone goes,
is Stefanski.
I read a tweet from a reporter, and she was like criticizing Mike Tomlin, right, for his take on what their GM did, flipping Flacco for a 5th, like, in division.
Mm-hmm.
And she retweets it and goes, oh, so it's a bad decision for a head coach to to flip a player they know they're not going to play the rest of the year for a fifth-round pick for a rebuilding team? How many coaches on a fifth year of a tenure can say that they get to be still rebuilding?
Right.
So, like, that's what bothers me about that.
So Josiah says Baker has notoriously said that Stefanski got rid of him, but Stefanski said in a press conference, "I don't make those decisions." I'm going to say this. Here's my take on him. I think that he does not get fired during the season.
Correct. I would agree with that.
If he can show progress with Gabriel throughout the rest of the year and good progress, I think he keeps his job and doesn't get fired at all at the end of the season. If they still don't know who QB1 is at the end, or they put Shador in for like the last 3 weeks, and I don't care how he does. Like, if that's your fault, if he does amazing for the last 3 weeks and you kept him on the bench the whole time, that's on you too. Then I think he's gone. So I think his only way he saves his job at the end of the year is if he shows progress with Gabriel.
Yeah.
But if you're the Browns, you've got a great defense. You have an unbelievable D-line. You've got some young defensive players. If I'm a Browns fan, I want a complete reset. Fire everybody, including the GM. Get some new people in there and build off that defense.
Yeah, agree.
Yep.
All right, say the guy's name wrong every single time. No clue how to actually say his last name. Brian Daboll.
Yeah.
Is it Daboll or Dable?
Dable.
Dable? Watch
dude,
like it's
and he's this is even more this is even more sicko than Stefanski. I can't believe he didn't get fired last year. And now he starts the way he started with Russell Wilson, while behind closed doors saying they always knew it was Dart. And look what they're doing. They're making magic.
34-17, beat the Eagles.
It's disgusting.
Prime time.
So I think he might have saved his job. I'm gonna obviously I think their owner, Mara, wants to see John, similar to what you said with Stefanski, wants to see progress with Dart. Beating the Eagles like that at home in his house, and his being like Mara's house, he's the owner. Dude, I think they're going to have a real hard time firing him now.
I agree. You look like, you just look like a freaking a-hole if you're going to fire your head coach after he just beat, the Super Bowl champs, the reigning Super Bowl champs.
With the quarterback that he wanted.
Correct. So I think he's safe. Honestly, he might even be safe for the rest of the year as long as Dart, continues to perform a little bit. So
here's my thing. I think he should be fired immediately. Here's a fun. I'm not a huge QBR fan of that stat. I like DVOA better. I like a lot of other stats better. Through 6 weeks, Daniel Jones is the number 11 all-time QBR leader in NFL history.
Right.
Since the stat has been kept track of.
Right. So whose fault?
Number 11 all time, dude. In front of like 8 versions of Tom Brady. And behind like 3 versions of Tom Brady. So that, I think he should be fired just for that. I'm going to say I think he gets fired during the season.
I think that would be a good fire. And like I want to add to that, John, like to me it seems like the coaching world is full of the O'Connells and the Dables. Okay? And like Dable needs a dude to win. O'Connell can make a dude. So,
all right, but hear me out. Hear me out on O'Connell, Chris.
Who would you rather have?
Hear me out on O'Connell. He's the QB whisperer. I get it. I think he's a really good coach. I've said he's a top 5 coach for the last 2 years. I've said that.
I don't, John. I don't even think that. I just think that he genuinely believes in his players.
I'm with you, but
I don't think Dable does.
He had Danny Dimes on his roster this past year. He got to watch him in practice. He had Sam Darnold, who is, by the way, like 20th QBR overall through 6 weeks ever, and let them both go. For JJ McCarthy, we've seen how he looks so far. A lot of season left to see how he develops. I'm starting to think maybe he just had a really bad game plan against that Rams team last year in the playoffs. Because Darnold's been slinging it, dude. Like Darnold looks better to me this year than he did last year.
He 100%.
Darnold's also known for just not performing under pressure.
Do you see some of the balls he's playing this year? Like he has some of the best deep ball he might have the best deep ball accuracy in the league right now.
Dude, every time he chucks it up, I'm like, that's probably caught.
Yep.
Yeah, Jackson Smith. He's dialed in with Jackson, right? Like they know exactly where the ball's going to be and how he's going to throw it and where. So he's dropping buckets.
I've counted because I've got Horton in Dynasty. He's missed 5. Some of them have been Horton's fault. Deep balls to Horton, and I feel like they're going to start connecting soon too. Like Horton's a rookie. Yeah,
That'll be scary.
The Seahawks, they're so fun to watch, man. Yeah, and I'm with you, John. I just don't like Dable. The fact that he went into the medical tent, after having to watch, like he just doesn't seem serious, man.
100%. All right, next up, who drove? Who took the bus? Jonathan Gannon, Arizona Cardinals. Does he get fired during the season?
I don't know about during, but I think after 100%. I think there is a hard reset. I think they get rid of Gannon. I think they get rid of Murray. I think they clean house.
I agree. We can talk more about that, I guess, at some point. But yeah, the fact that the Cardinals looked better with Jacoby Brissett, a backup quarterback, because he actually can see over his line and throw the ball, and that's without a running back. They had no run game. They're on their third string, Knight, right? Who's still learning. So, I mean, just imagine if they had what's his name, James Conner, if he was healthy, and they actually could have ran and they could have ran the ball against the Colts. That would have been totally different. Game would have been a little bit easier. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I tweeted earlier today because I've been seeing a lot of people talking about Jacoby Brissett. I tweeted that Jacoby Brissett is not better than Kyler Murray, but he ran the offense better. That shows me coaches in Arizona are bringing a scheme and forcing Kyler into it rather than building a scheme around their players. Ben Johnson's doing it the right way, called a great offense with Goff, and now made a new offense that suits Caleb Williams. Kudos to Ben Johnson. I mean, Caleb Williams had 3 or 4 design QB runs for first downs on third down yesterday. So I don't think Kyler's the problem. I think it's a coaching problem. There's no way you can convince me that Brissett is better than Kyler Murray. So build the offense around him. And since he's not doing it, because they're in close games against good teams, I don't think he gets fired till the end of the season. I think beating the Packers this week would be huge for the Cardinals, but I do think he gets fired at the end of the season.
My problem too is I don't know. I think I really struggle sometimes marrying scheme to quarterbacks. Like how many? Because when you think about Harbaugh and Lamar, and Andy Reid and Mahomes, and again, I'm not saying these guys aren't great coaches. I'm not going to sit here and make that argument right now. But how often are some of these coaches being held up by just unbelievable players?
Right.
What?
Right.
Yeah.
What would some of these quarterbacks look like in some of these offenses that are so hot right now?
Right.
We got Zach Taylor, Bengals. Does he get fired before the end of the season?
He should be. Yeah, dude. Zach Taylor has a losing record with Burrow. This guy needs to. I don't know how he has a job. Yeah, not good.
But his is kind of for the other reason, John. I think he tailors the offense too much to Burrow. He cedes too much power to Burrow. And because Burrow is such a great player, I'm not going to sit here and say Burrow's not great. He's awesome. But, they run that offense under 2.5 seconds because Burrow can get it out so fast. And so I don't even think Zach Taylor does a lot of the stuff that he wants to do. He's designed it completely for Burrow. But again, yeah, I think he gets fired.
Yeah, I think he's gone. 100%. All right, Aaron Glenn. First-year coach with the Jets. Basically kind of inherits Justin Fields.
I mean,
no, that was them.
The Lions.
They specifically told Rodgers goodbye, and they sought out Fields.
But he didn't get to pick. He didn't get to get his guy, right? Most coaches get their chance to, when they're bad after a year, and a lot of first-time coaches are, to get their guy in the draft.
I'm going to say
he doesn't have that chance.
I'm going to say he at least gets one more year.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if they can scrap a couple wins, right? Our first year with Dan Campbell, we went 3-13. Get a couple wins. I think if he keeps the locker room and his guys trust him, as long as that energy is still good, I think that give him one more year. Yeah, we'll see.
So
he shouldn't get fired.
I don't think he should get fired. I think he will. And the reason I think he will is it's his fault. He was so arrogant in those press conferences. I loved it because it's confidence. We know him in Detroit. He is not an arrogant person. It's confidence. But what he said about Aaron Rodgers, who now is with the Steelers winning games, and beat the Jets, albeit a close game. The way that he disrespects the media in New York, it's like Chicago, man. It's hard to do that in New York. and having no turnovers. I don't know. Did they get a turnover this past week? I know they had no picks.
Yeah, I think they got a turnover on the Broncos. Yeah, I think they did.
They did on like a fumble or something. That must have been a fumble because it wasn't a pick. Bo Nix didn't throw any picks.
Oh, well, then maybe they didn't.
So if they didn't get a fumble recovery or a blocked kick or something, then they have 1 or 0 turnovers. I think that he will get fired. I don't think he should. I think they should wait. Let him get. I mean, they're going to have the first pick in the draft, and let him go get their guy, whoever that is. They recovered a fumble. Okay, so they got 1 turnover.
Yeah,
but it's just undisciplined football. It's undisciplined football, and that's on the coach. I don't care who's on your roster. That's on the coach for sure. So he has to get that. He has to get that ready to go.
I think that they're at least 2-4 with Tyrod right now. You can't hold on.
Fields.
You can't hold on to the ball for all of his time to sacks. Like if you just watch the stat line, oh, he got sacked 9 times. Their offensive line sucks. Wrong. His average time to sack was 5.6 seconds. Most quarterbacks get the ball out in under 3. So he's just holding on to the ball, even when Garrett Wilson is wide open. Wide open. So, like what are you going to do? Fields doesn't play with anticipation. He doesn't see the field well, right? So you're just going to keep saying, well, he's the best athlete on our team. Okay, put him in at running back then, because the guy can't play quarterback.
Wow, let him know. Let him know, CB.
Let him know.
Dude, it's embarrassing.
Why they don't make why a team has not tried to make Justin Fields the next Taysom Hill, I'll never understand.
Right.
He'd be so good in that role. You can throw him in at Q. He can throw if he has to. You can run some trick plays.
Dude, he would be
use him the way the Saints use Taysom Hill when he's healthy.
Yep, 100%.
They should have done that with Tim Tebow as well.
All
right, fellas, good segment there. Good segment.
That's a good segment, JB.
Blevins Bros Sports Show brought to you by Underdog. Play $5, get $50 in bonuses. Use code Blevins Bros. Biggest surprise of the weekend for you guys this weekend?
Wow, there were so many. Go ahead, Ty.
Ty's got 10.
No, I got one that honestly just kind of like stood out to me the most. Mine was the Cardinals keeping it close. The Cardinals keeping it close with the Colts when Jacoby Brissett went 27 for 44, threw for 320 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yes, he had an int, but so did Daniel Jones. I don't know. I was surprised. I was totally surprised, right? I thought that was going to be an absolute Colts, blowout. And it was not that. It was a close game. It was honestly a pretty decent game to watch. So I think that was my biggest surprise. That shocked me the most out of every single game. Arguably.
Yeah, I think if you would have told me week 6, the Giants are going to beat the Eagles on Thursday Night Football with a rookie, I would have literally slapped you in the face. Like, I would have been like, dude, you're an idiot. You're an idiot, and honestly, you should never talk ball again. And just think, right? Because think about it. All we had to go off of the offseason was like, dude, we went out with the Eagles smacking one of the greatest franchises of all time in the Super Bowl. Like, just smacking them. And I think just that performance specifically when they still have so many all-pros at so many different positions, right? Like, just think about their offense in general. Along the offensive line, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Saquon Barkley. Like, you don't think about this team as having a lack of talent.
Right.
So that was my biggest surprise of the week. My biggest surprise of the week is the Broncos putting up 13 points against that Jets defense.
That was my second one, JB.
13 points. And by the way, so do you guys, I'm asking, every time I ask these boys a question, you feel free, chat, to answer the question as well, because I know which one you're responding to. Did you guys watch that game?
Yeah, I watched it from snap to
Do you think
final
that
whistle.
Bo Nix looked good that game?
No.
No.
But John, can I ask you guys a question?
What if I told you? Go ahead.
Watching the Broncos play, does it look like Sean Payton is calling plays for a quarterback he trusts?
No, of course not.
It looks like it'll be like 3rd and 4, and they'll draw up like a trick play. Like, you don't trust your quarterback to throw a little flat, like out route, like get 5 yards? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. What if I told you that was Bo Nix's 3rd best game of the season?
No way.
Via what stat?
Out of 6. All of them. completion percentage, QBR, like EPA, all of it. His third best game of the season out of 6 games.
There's no way. So, they only had like 10 catches.
He had more than that. He had more throws than that. He had, here, let me look it up. Let me pull it up. Bo Nix stats. I'll give you his exact ones.
Dude, it looks like Sean Payton doesn't trust him.
100%.
The way he's calling plays.
Against the Jets, he was 19 of 30, 63% completion percentage, 174 yards, and 1 touchdown.
What was his ADOT?
His longest throw was 26.
What was his ADOT? I want to know his average depth of target, and I guarantee you it was below 10.
Yeah, tiny.
His longest was 26. But yeah, I mean, he's just not done well all year, and he looked awful.
Yeah,
to me against the Jets, and I was shocked to find out that was his third best game of the season. Only 6 games, but still.
Dude, he is yet to impress me, and maybe that is Sean. Maybe it's the handcuffs that Sean Payton is putting on him, but it looks like he doesn't want him to have to do too much. Like he's just,
and if that's how it looks, I don't like Sean Payton, but he's objectively a pretty good coach. Like that, I mean, he sees him in practice, so he's calling that for a reason. He doesn't trust him for a reason.
Someone says his ADOT was 5.5 yards. Stuart.
His ADOT was 5.5 yards, dude. Like,
yikes. By the way, Elite Mike says, imagine not giving Drake May more love. The boys, these two have been gassing up Drake May for a year and a half. I'm on the train as of last week.
Have you not been listening to me? I have at least one segment every show where I gas up Drake May.
100%. And I've been saying for a year, I haven't watched him. So like, all I've been saying is I just don't know yet.
Drake May got my in our touchdown turnover touchback segment. He's gotten my touchdown 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. So come on,
he's balling. He's balling. He's getting it out to everyone on his team too. That's another thing too. Evenly distributing the ball to like 7-8 targets quickly, which is always great to see. It reminds me of Jared Goff. Honestly, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we were just dishing it out to everyone and anybody. I feel like now we're a lot more dialed in.
But you need more. Yep. You need confidence in your offense to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Agreed. Fellas, let's do our top 5. We do this every week. It changes every week because we see wins and losses. Top 5 power rankings after 6 weeks.
I am firmly locked in on my top 5, and if you guys want to argue with me, you can go ahead. Like I think I've got. I like my top 5 this week.
I'm gonna say a hot take, and you guys
are like my top 5
for it.
I don't like my top 5.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, I here's my top 5, and I thought really hard about this. I took into account strength of schedule, like the types of wins these teams are getting, and I took into account injuries. And to me, there are 3 teams who can play the injury excuse if you wanted to lay that out. Okay, and
49ers.
Two of them are winning teams right now, the 49ers and the Bucks. Okay, So say what you want about that, because this team is still 5-1. My number 1 team this week goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The way Baker Mayfield is playing with such confidence at an MVP level, he sees it, he rips it. It's not there. His ability to know when to tuck it, because he's not the most athletic dude, but I
don't know about that.
He's consistently getting chunk plays on scrambles, which is huge.
On big play, on big downs, by the way, on third and longs, third and 8, 3rd and 7. Yeah, dude.
So give me the Bucks as my number 1 team. I don't know how long they stay there, but I love them at number 1. My second team is the most complete team and the highest rated current DVOA team. They could be number 1 if not having lost to this team last week. It's the Seattle Seahawks. Like on both sides of the ball, I think they sacked Trevor Lawrence 7 times this week. Just a dominant defensive line performance and a team who has an offense that can take them the distance. So they're my number 2 team this week. Moving into my number 3 spot for my power rankings this week is the Indianapolis Colts. Right? We can make all the excuses in the world about how, they should have lost to Arizona, that missed call. They should have lost to Denver with the, over the center, whatever. Okay. But they're still 5-1. And Daniel Jones looks like he's having a career resurgence. Dude, every single one of their pass catchers does something completely different for that team in the most best way. Like Michael Pittman is the guy you need for if you just need a first down, right? Yep. Alec Pierce can beat anyone down the field. Josh Downs is a fun switch it up. Like Josh Downs can smoke anyone on the sideline. And then you have Tyler Warren. And then
who's playing really well.
And they have the best running back in football right now, Jonathan Taylor. So
Yep.
Colts get my number 3. 4 goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. What did I say, dude? The last 3 weeks, the Chiefs are top 3 in every offensive like they're top 3 in offensive EPA. They're top 3 in offensive DVOA. Like the Chiefs are back. They've been back, and now Rashee Rice is coming back. They're my 4, and that's only going to go up as they continue stacking wins. And then
they're relatively healthy.
And I don't have the Lions dropping out of the top 5. I still think the Lions are a top 5 team. They're my number 5.
Okay. I like it, Chris. I like it. We are nowhere close.
Thank you.
Well, we're a little bit close. We have at least 2 of the same.
Mine's close. Mine are just swapped around. I have the Bucks at number 1 for reasons that Chris just explained. I have the Colts at 2. I have the Lions at 3. Even I put them above the Chiefs because I hate the Chiefs. I'm kidding. That game really just stabbed me in the heart. I think I don't want to even get into it, but I think we should have won that game. It all was just changed from the touchdown being called back,
which is what that one. And then do you remember the second one?
That was Amon-Ra dropping on 4th and 1.
See, you guys,
but we don't even get to the fourth to that play because we would have called a completely different game had we scored a touchdown on that very first opening drive. The entire game looks different. Like what the Chiefs call looks different. So shake it off. I put us at 3. I have the Seahawks at 4. I have the Chiefs at 5. And Chris, unfortunately, I agree. I think the Chiefs looked incredible. They looked just like the exact old Chiefs, unstoppable on offense. Mahomes, I mean, again, yes, they had no penalties. Yes, I don't think that game was called fairly. But, yeah, dude, it was not good. So
if you hate the Chiefs, I'm sorry. They're back.
Oh, they're back. And I'll say this. That game, it reminds me a little bit of the Browns beating the Packers. Remember what I said when the Browns beat the Packers, boys? I just said that was best case scenario for the Packers if they're going to lose a game. It's an AFC game. It doesn't matter. It's one loss. Shake it off. Like it would have been way worse if it was the Bears, the Vikings, the Lions. That game to the Chiefs meant way more than it meant to us. They were desperate. They needed another win. They're at home. It's prime time. And if for us, it's an AFC opponent. We're 4-2. We move on. We play the Bucs next week. Could be 5-2 before the bye. Like
yes, the beating the NFC Bucs to bring us both to 5-2 is a more significant game for the Lions, for sure.
But I'm not taking anything away. The Chiefs played great, and we just didn't make the plays we needed to. So here's my hot take: I have the Chiefs out of my top 5. However, I almost put them at number 1.
I was thinking the same thing, dude. I was thinking the same thing. They get Rashee Rice.
Make that make sense to me.
Because here's what I mean. Because right now,
they're 3-3, Chris.
But they're statistically showing the improvement.
That they're number 1. Dude. So might as well just put them there because that's where they're going to end up.
Well, that's my question then.
I'm serious.
What I've been doing every week, boys, is I do my power rankings based off of what has been earned so far, not what I think will be earned later. And so, if I was doing my power rankings of who I think the best 5 teams are right now, and can in order the best chance to win the Super Bowl, I would put Chiefs at 1. I would put Lions at 2. I would put Seahawks at 3. Probably the Colts at 4. The Packers at 5. Bucks at 6.
Okay.
That's what I would do. If I think they can win the Super Bowl, if the Bucks were healthier, I'd put them way higher. But because I'm going, what have you done so far? That's how I'm doing this every week. I'm gonna go Bucks at 1. And by the way, we're beating them on Monday night. So all right, switch that up next week. Give me the Lions at 2. Give me the Seahawks at 3. Colts at 4. And Packers at 5.
How do you not put all those teams above the Lions if you're going to say it's what have you done so far?
Because we're 4-2, and we're about to be like.
But if you're saying that, but if that's your argument, how do you put the Seahawks behind them? The Seahawks look way better than the Lions, and they have better wins.
I don't know. Give me the Lions, dude. I think we hammer the Seahawks. Thoughts?
The Bucks. Yeah. I mean, dude. Well, I hope we do.
Yeah. By the way, just shout out to all the Niners fans in here because,
dude,
those injuries are brutal. It's brutal. Early in the season.
I saw TikTok of there's sacrificing Fred Warner to keep Christian McCaffrey healthy for another game.
Can I find I'm gonna find my stuffed Tom Berry. Okay. All right.
Oh, mine's in Illinois, bro. They're just
hey. If you're a 49ers fan, I want you to pretend that this is you.
There you go. Give it to him, Chris.
Hug him, dude. A little smooch, dude.
Dude,
Play with his knife.
One thing I was thinking about, one thing I was thinking about is this, like Fred Warner has been like the backbone of that defense for 10 years. So like any other injury up to this point, you're like we got a shot. We got Fred. We have like the best linebacker in football. Dude, I feel so bad. That hug was so genuine, guys. I'm sorry for you, Niners fans.
Dude, Fred Warner, by the way, my buddy's a Niner fan in here, said that he has played 8 years and he has 1 missed game before that injury.
Yeah, he's not injury prone.
Not only is he one of the best, he's also just, a dog and just doesn't get hurt.
I think he played with a broken foot last year.
Yeah, it's nuts. All right, let's go with bottom 5. Bottom 5.
I'll open this up, dude.
We all know what 32 is.
It ain't the Panthers anymore, baby.
We gotta go 28th to last, so 28th to 32nd. So I at 28th, I have the Raiders. I just think they're terrible, dude, and their wins are just against the worst teams. The 29th, I have the Dolphins. The 30th, I have Saints. 31st, I have the Tennessee Titans, and in dead last goes to the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait.
And I know the Raiders beat the Pats. That was just a phenomenon. An absolute phenomenon game.
Wait,
the
Ty,
Raiders are.
Can you say that one more time?
28 Raiders, 29th Dolphins, 30th Saints, 31st Titans, 32nd Jets.
Wow.
I don't have the Giants there because
I agree with you.
I don't have the Saints. I don't have
the Saints either, John. All of mine are AFC teams.
Yeah, I had to throw the Saints in there just for the record.
Yeah,
I know a lot of their games.
Worse than the NFC this year. Okay, John, you want to go next or me?
I'll go. I got Bengals at 28, Dolphins at 29, Browns at 30, Titans at 31, Jets.
The Browns should have been in there.
Yeah. So I have the Raiders at 28. I have the Browns at 29. I have the Dolphins at 30. I have the Jets at 31. I have the Titans at 32.
No way. There's no way that the Titans are worse than the Jets.
That dude, they like I think because here's my argument, Ty. I think the Jets are just out of my top 5 if they get rid of Fields, or out of my bottom 5. Like I just straight up think the fix is that easy if you look at what their offense has been able to do. So, but like think about, like, I don't think that the Titans have that. They got their quarterback. They have Calvin Ridley. They have Pollard, Spear. Like they thought they fixed their offensive line. They've done all these things. So they're the worst team to me.
That's fair. All right, Ty, you know what it's time for?
Yeah.
It's time for, are the Panthers back? Are the Panthers for real? 3 straight wins. Ty was off the bandwagon. Are we going to get gassed up Bryce Young from Ty for the rest of this season?
Dude, Rico.
It was always
Barry
Panther
Sanders,
time,
Dowdle.
Dude, Rico Dowdle. Just I know that
I'm back as well.
I'm a little ahead. I have Rico Dowdle as my touchdown. But yeah, dude, I think the Panthers are back, bro. I think they're back. Bryce Young's got his groove. He's found it. You come in, you're beating, I know you're home, but you're beating the Dallas Cowboys, dude. You take them to the Cowboys, who can put up points. You're going band for band, making some good defensive stops, by the way, as well, against his team that was able to put up 40 against the Packers. Dude, I think Rico's running back number 1. I think maybe they put Chuba down in like almost kind of like more like Montgomery situations where, like, you want that yard, you want to give it to him. But I think Rico earned his starting spot. 200 yards, scrimmage yards, back-to-back plus both games. Little revenge game for you there, dude. Give it to me. And also the Panthers defense, like, not playing horrible. We talked about, Chris, how well the Panthers offense was the second half of the year last year. And all their defense had to do was just not be bottom 10.
Right.
Middle of the pack, maybe even a little bit worse than middle of the pack, and they could win some games and they could be a good team this year.
I don't think Williams had an explosive run. I think they bottled up Williams pretty well the whole game.
Oh yeah, so hell yeah, bro. I think the Panthers are back.
Explain to me, like I'm 5 years old, how the Panthers are 1.5 point favorites on the road against the Jets.
Yep.
Like, why would I not put the house on the Panthers money line at -126?
That's what I'm saying. They
Come
are
on,
in
dude.
my don't overthink it.
I'm not there. I'm not there. Be careful. I think because here's my thing. Dallas has one of the worst passing defenses in the league, and Bryce still found a way to throw a pick.
True.
Yeah. Was it his fault though?
So it's just these little things sometimes that worry me. Like, oh, when you have to play, like, is this a game that Sauce Gardner can get up for? And you know, oh, I'm gonna cover Tet. I'm gonna cover their rookie. Again, I'm not saying that they're gonna beat the Panthers, but I'm not hammering the money line. That's all I'm saying.
I don't have the facts on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I don't think Tyler's ever had a minus 126 in the don't overthink it.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
I love it.
I love it too, dude. Yeah, they're in there. They're in there. They deserve to be in there. It's I think they got to be in there. 3-game win streak. They're feeling good. They're feeling hot.
Hey,
they're playing well.
If you're gonna put them in there,
you know what it is.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it, dude. You know what it is? It's the run game. I think Rico's just gonna eat again. Give it to me, dude. I mean, if their defense, if they can stop, if they can. I mean, dude, you outscore the Cowboys, dude. I don't know, man. I just think they got it.
Ty, that's the most impressive part of that game. John, do you know when they went down to kick their game-winning field goal? Do you know how much time was left on the clock?
How much?
6 minutes. Do you know how many teams can do that and go through the 2-minute warning and all 3 of the other teams' timeouts and still drive all the way down and not give the Cowboys the ball back?
That's wild.
I love that.
How about this? The Panthers schedule. So they get the Jets, then they're home against the Bills. Imagine they pull that off, and then they go to Lambeau. Imagine a 5-3 Panthers team who then get the Saints with a chance to go 6-3.
That Packers team is gonna smack them.
Give it to me. Why? The Cowboys hung with the Packers. Why can't the Panthers?
I'm not there, man. I think the Packers,
come on, dude.
I think the Packers get at least 2 turnovers on Bryce Young.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Chris.
By the way, I have breaking news, boys. Breaking news. The Detroit Lions are officially wearing their black uniforms on Monday night.
Of course.
Baby.
Of course they are.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. Give it to me.
You know I'll be wearing my black uniform as well.
100%. All right, boys, let's go into touchdown, turnover, touchback. One of my favorite segments we do every week. Touchdown is an award we give to somebody outstanding. A turnover, what the heck did you do wrong? And a touchback is boring. What you guys got this week?
Well, I already gave you guys my touchdown, which is Rico Dowdle, just an absolute monster. Little revenge game, dude, and just crushing it. 2 back-to-back weeks over 200 plus scrimmage yards. What a monster! So touchdown goes to Rico Dowdle. My turnover goes to the Kansas City refs.
Oh boy!
Listen to me, dude.
Here we go.
That game was so horribly officiated and so unfair. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I think that might have been one of the worst officiated games ever in terms of like glazedness on one side. How do you literally have 0 penalties? How do you have 0 flags? By the way, there were so many. There were so obvious, right? Like there was a crazy holding call right in front of one of the refs that on Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce not being held, uncatchable ball, looks at the ref, goes,
yeah.
2 seconds later, 2 seconds later, here's the ref.
That was a late flag. Wait,
dude, it's disgusting. It is sickening, right? Block in the back against Brian Branch, not called. I mean, and these are just the ones we saw, like, right, that are being highlighted. And then what gets me sick to my stomach was they ruled the illegal motion a touchdown, and then in the rule book it literally says you cannot, like, it has to be it's a live penalty. Illegal motion is a live penalty. You have to catch it right away and throw the flag. They ruled it a touchdown. No flags on the field. They huddle together and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute. No touchdown." Like,
they got the call from New York.
Dude, it's sickening.
Also not allowed.
Sickening. Turnover, it goes to the Kansas City refs. It was absolutely sickening, dude. Sick to my stomach. Not to mention, by the way, you're not allowed to take the ball and spin it in the direction of somebody, right? And then taunt them. But it's exactly what Patrick Mahomes did to Brian Branch in the end zone after he ran in for a touchdown. He looked right at Brian Branch, took the ball, spun it in the ground next to him, goes right in front of him, and then runs off the field. Like, how's that? Someone literally did that exact same thing that week and got penalized.
I will never complain about the refs. So when you do this, Ty, it's so cathartic for me. Thank you.
I got you, bro. I'll do it for you, man. It was.
I don't either, so I appreciate it.
It was sick to my stomach. I was getting absolutely, flamed and roasted in my chat all day today. Whatever. I don't care. It's literally just facts, right? It's one of those things where, I mean, and when you really, really, really think about it, it makes it like I get even more sick, right? Like Patrick Mahomes, they're not going to not have him in the Super Bowl. They're not, or in the playoffs, in the postseason. They're not going to have the Chiefs going 2-4, prime time. They're not going to have the Chiefs going 2-4. Not after how much God knows this Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. So much to do with it, bro. No, I'm serious. Caitlin Clark, dude, it's insane to me. Like it makes so much. It makes sense. And people are like, oh, you think it's rigged? I'm not saying every game is rigged. I think it's impossible. But like, it is so easy to can we prove it? No.
Sure,
we could if we wanted to.
Share the UTEP study.
We could prove it. But hear me out. I think that you are ignorant if you think that every single game, especially with the Chiefs, is called fairly. I think if you think that the NFL doesn't love Patrick Mahomes, I think if you think that there's a 0% chance that there's a little bit of bias towards the Kansas City Chiefs, I think that you're delusional. And I think that I don't think you're a free thinker, right? I don't know. You're a delusional Chiefs fan, or you're just one of those people who just likes to troll everyone else and say, oh, no, man, they're not. You're a rage baiter. It's so obvious. So that's my turnover. My touchback goes to the Rams, Ravens, and Packers, Bengals. Let's move on. The Rams, Ravens. How do you win?
Stop. Can we clip that transition? I think that you're delusional. My touchback goes to
it's the Rams, Ravens. My touchback goes to the Rams, Ravens, dude. 17 points against this Ravens defense, where the Texans just put up 40. Matthew Stafford looks terrible. He's awful. He's missing throws that he does not miss. He is not in lock and foot or whatever lockstep with Devontae Adams. There's a disconnect there. Like they are just missing constantly. And that's not good. Maybe they can clean it up throughout the rest of the year, but that's not good. Puka Nacua had a foot injury, came back, ended up playing the rest of the game a little bit, like not every snap. So like, I mean, that kind of gives me some worry, but that game was just so boring. The Rams should have won by 1 million. Packers, Bengals, same thing. How do you only beat the Bengals at home by 9 with Joe Flacco in his second game? I think that was just like, again, there's just so many play calls with the Packers where they just seem to let teams stay in it. And I think that if you're going to play a team like this Bengals and you're supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, you got to beat the Bengals more by 9 at home at Lambeau.
Ty, next. I love you, man. I'm gonna segue, John. You mind? Because he stole my touchback, but I'll just add a little.
No, go ahead. I just want to say I'm proud of Tyler for leaving the Eagles out of everything this week.
Nice.
I'm gonna leave the Eagles out.
They got shellacked 34-17.
I'm gonna leave the Eagles out of it, dude. I think we all know. I don't think I need to say anything about the Eagles. Everyone knows.
John, I have to have at least. So they avoided my turnover too, because I have to have at least one biased NFC North take. Okay. So my touchback is the same as Ty. So I'm gonna start with like the plays I feel the most passionate about. So like my least amount of passion is this touchback. The Rams offense was my touchback as well, Tyler. And to add some data to your like. You noticed, obviously, something is wrong. Dude, it's their red zone offense. So, like, between the 20s, like, the Rams are a really good football team, and then they get into the red zone, and same as last year, they become this bottom 10 team. So they missed a field goal. So they had 2 red zone trips in the first quarter, and the score at the end of that was 3-0. Missed Devontae on a throw. Stafford never misses in the back of the end zone. Just high.
Yep.
Devontae like cooked the corner he was working against. So like again, I think these are going to be fixable things, but it was just boring. I agree, Ty. It was just a boring game to watch. My turnover, I got to have something that affects the NFC North. My turnover goes to Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. The Bears play one of the sloppiest games, just making poor decision, missing easy 4th down calls, giving you the ball back, and you just hand the game away. Like you cannot fumble there. Okay.
Yeah. It was raining.
I know. but like
pouring.
Like that is like those are plays you normally see that like Daniels make, I guess, and it is compounded by the fact that made me lose my fantasy matchup and have the lowest points in our league this week. I would have beat Joel.
Beer chug,
Literally, like so just the double whammy on the negative emotion in that Commanders game, and then I have an honorable mention, and then I have a great. My favorite touchdown of the week. Honorable mention to the 4-2 AFC East leaders, your New England Patriots and Drake May. So
he can't not mention Drake May.
Honorable mention. I just want to throw my boy Drake in there. And then my actual touchdown of the week goes to Justin Herbert. Okay, so they get the ball back with 20. I'm going to try and remember this. Like 27 seconds left, or maybe even 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Okay, they need to get, I think, 35, 40 yards to get into field goal range. And Justin Herbert is staring Jalen Phillips down. Jalen Phillips wraps him up. Jalen Phillips, I'm gonna look this up.
Also, Chris, did you swap back to your old PC?
No.
Then why do I hear that humming still?
Okay, let's just listen. Jalen Phillips is 263 pounds and is 6'5". He wraps Herbert up. Herbert sheds it and then rips the ball to who have we been missing all year? Ladd McConkey. And Ladd McConkey takes it like 40 yards. And they get into field. Dude, I was watching this play happen, and I was just like, in my head, I was trying to think of another quarterback that could make that play, and the only other quarterback I could think of was Hurts, and I don't know if he could make that throw, but he maybe is the one that could shed it. Like, it was Herbert. That was unbelievable. You get my touchdown this week. That was so sick.
So, fun fact: I was actually listening to that game on the radio on the way home from Caleb's football game. And I had the Chargers as my last leg in like 3 different parlays. I was like, come on, boys. And I'm listening to it, and I hear the announcer, and the very first play, I believe, of that drive, Herbert shed some more as well. And so they made it sound like he was going to be sacked. Second play, the announcer just goes, and Herbert is going to go, oh, no! Oh, no! He gets out of it, and it's Ladd, and Ladd is gone. And I was just like, what is that? It must have been crazy. Saw the replay after. It was amazing. Josh Allen could also get out of that, by the way.
Not last night.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, I think Josh Allen could have done that too.
Not last night.
All right, good stuff, Chris. Good stuff. My touchdown is going to a guy that Ty and I got to spend a little bit of time with playing Fortnite at our CS Mott Children's Hospital Michigan Medicine charity event last year, who has been awful since he got into the NFL from Michigan. Jake Moody gets called up to the Chicago Bears in a rainy primetime game after being abandoned by what is a pretty injured but good Niners team, and hits 4 of 5 field goals. The only one he missed was blocked, not his fault at all, and an extra point to win the Bears that game. Jake Moody gets a game ball from Ben Johnson. I said it for weeks. He just needs a fresh start, a change of scenery. I think he'll be fine. I'm pretty sure that's even what the Niners coach said. He just needs a change of scenery. He got it. He did it. Jake Moody, you get my touchdown this week. Chicago Bears move to a, I believe, winning record, right?
Yeah, 3-2.
They're
3-2.
3-2.
Congratulations, Jake Moody. Bears.
Bears.
My turnover goes to the Bills defense. Carolina shut out Atlanta 30-0. And the Bills could not stop a nosebleed. It was unbelievable. And I actually do think that Penix is going to get better every week. And Bijan is obviously one of the, if not the best, one of the best running backs in the league. I almost gave my touchdown to him because he had multiple plays yesterday where he bounced off of dudes on the D line, in the second level, in the third level. He's still getting yards. It was amazing.
My favorite stat of that game, John. You ready?
Was Algier hitting his line, Chris?
Shut up. Yes, but John, can you name every single Falcons receiver that caught a pass last night?
Yeah, it was Drake London.
Drake London. How do you not just cover him?
They said Drake London and Bijan had 347
Drake
offensive
London
yards.
was
Everyone
the
else
only
like 20.
receiver with a catch last night on that team.
Yeah, bro.
Unbelievable.
That's insane. That's insane.
So anyway, great game from Bijan, but my turnover goes to the Bills defense. And my touchback, actually, so I'm going to actually go to the same game you guys were talking about, but mine is on the other side. I'm going to give my touchback, my boring play of the week, to the Ravens. 3 points. 3 points.
They were in the red zone twice, by the way.
I don't care, bro, if you've got Mitch Trubisky at quarterback back there. 3 points?
Yeah.
The Titans scored 19 against the Rams. And they fired their coach.
They tried a mini tush push instead of just handing the ball off to Derrick Henry.
Dude, I don't care that Lamar wasn't in. I don't care.
Twice.
Who started for them? Cooper Rush?
So, John, they were on 1st and goal from the 1, and they got turnover on downs.
They tush pushed. They tush pushed twice and then ran it with Derrick Henry on 4th, I think, and they stuffed him.
It's brutal. And listen, Cooper Rush has multiple wins with the Cowboys, multiple games with multiple touchdowns, throwing the ball. 3 points is inexcusable. Very boring stuff. Brutal.
Yep.
All right, we have 2 more segments before we get into the games for next week. I like both of them. Let's go with this, guys. And this is not who I have to be very, very clear here. This is something that Kurt Benkert does on Twitter, and I roast him for it all the time. This is not who we think the top 5 quarterbacks in the league are. Because I think all of us would pretty much have the same top 5. Maybe we switch a couple guys around.
Yeah, that's no fun. That's no fun.
Yeah, this is rank your top 5 QBs so far this season.
You guys are going to love mine.
Hey, rank your top 5 QBs through 6 weeks.
Ready?
Well, so I'll go last.
All right, I want to go first. The top performing quarterbacks in the first 6 weeks of the season are these 5 dudes. And I don't say this a lot. A lot of times I'll preface something with like, you know what? You can have your opinion. And you would be wrong if you disagree with me. The best quarterback in the NFL right now is Baker Mayfield. And it's not particularly close. The second best quarterback in the NFL right now is Sam Darnold. Okay. The way he is hitting players downfield and who he is, like, it is, just watch. Just watch Sam Darnold play. Tell me what you guys think. He's throwing with anticipation. He's throwing with accuracy. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL, has been playing this way all season. It's Patrick Mahomes. Okay? He has led a battered Chiefs team to one of the best EPAs in the league. It's not exciting. You don't always love to watch it, but it's starting to get exciting, and they get Rashee Rice back. Mahomes is only going to look even better. I think he'll be number 1 soon on my list. The 4th best quarterback in the NFL right now is Daniel Jones. It's Danny Dimes. He's slinging it. He's fine. Ty mentioned Drake May doing this. He's finding everyone. Everyone's eating in Indianapolis. Daniel Jones, you are the 4th best quarterback in the NFL right now. And the 5th best quarterback in the NFL right now is my boy, your boy, Drake May. Drake May is playing out of his mind. Out of his mind. He's running when he needs to run. It is like the most improvement of any of the sophomore quarterbacks I've seen year over year from last year. Dude, he just looks, it's everything. It's his EPA per play, his success rate. He's hitting skill receivers you thought were dead. Keyshawn Boutte, giving up 1st-round draft pick. He looks like a 1st-round draft pick with Drake May. Diggs looks revived. Hunter Henry looks 25. So 5 goes to Drake May. Those are the 5 best quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Wow.
Mic drop.
I've got 2, but just so you know, I have 2 on my list that are not on yours.
Yeah, Chris, I mean, I'll go first then. I got Baker Mayfield at 1. Chris went by his stats, by the way, and that's fair. So I'm there. I'm still mixed because of just how they perform. I got Drake May at 2 right now.
I'm doing eye test too.
I got Drake May at number 2.
Drake May at 2.
I got Drake May at 2. I do. I got Mahomes at 3. I got Daniel Jones at 4. I got Sam Darnold at 5.
Oh, we have the same top 5.
Yeah, we do have the same top 5. I want to put Goff there really bad.
You absolutely could.
I think I could, and I wouldn't feel bad about putting him there at like 5 or something.
He's got to be up there on touchdowns this season.
Oh, he's so good, dude. No, he's so good.
Up there in touchdowns. He's up there.
He's
with
one of
EPA,
the.
Chris. He's
statistically, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I'm not even joking. Statistically, Jared Goff is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Look it up.
He would be in my top 5 if he even once looked like Sam Darnold hitting JMO this year.
Let me tell you something. Real quick, Chris.
He's looked good though, dude. Jared Goff looks so good.
Guess what quarterback has been sacked the least amount in the NFL this year? In the bottom 3, like top
Jared
3.
Goff.
Jared Goff.
That's because
crazy,
did you see
bro.
him?
That was our biggest complaint about him for the last few years is that when the pocket collapses, he's done. No, he's
did you see him move like lightning, dude? He moved like lightning against the Chiefs. I could barely even see him on my screen, dude. I had to check like 3 times. I was like, how did he get that first down?
Yeah. And by the way, Ty did not say Jared Goff's the best quarterback of all time. He said statistically throughout his career, he's been one of, and he has been.
100%.
We're just looking at stats. Obviously, argue with a wall at the time.
He's got to do a little bit more to get in this guy's top 5. All right.
That's fair.
Hey, Goff is no Danny Dimes.
Guys, I think you guys are gonna roast me for this, and I'm fine with it. I got Baker Mayfield at number 1, and that is not even statistically because he's not even in the top 4 in most statistical categories. Just like I watched him make a play the other day, I almost gave him my touchdown. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah,
it was like
Herbert.
Third and long.
It was very similar to the Herbert play.
Yeah, bro, he had like 4 big dudes on him, and he just got out of it, and then he dove for a first down. Very next play, throws a dart in the end zone. Unbelievable. Like Baker's so fun to watch. I hope he's awful on Monday night. But he's number 1 for me so far this season. I got Danny Dimes at number 2. Through 6 weeks, the 11th ranked QBR in the history of the NFL. I know he's got a long season left, but it doesn't look like they're going to slow down. The Cardinals have a good defense. He just did it against them.
He threw an interception against them, and it was pretty bad.
I got Danny Dimes at 2. I got Sam Darnold at 3, and I can't believe I'm saying this.
Right?
Again, I'm legitimately changing my mind and thinking that that O'Connell just had a bad game plan against the Rams because he looked good last year for most of the season, and he looks better this year. I've got Dak Prescott at number 4.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair.
Dak Prescott is having statistically one of the best seasons he's ever had.
Yeah.
He's playing well. His accuracy is really good. His QBR is amazing. He's doing it without CeeDee Lamb. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing from Dak Prescott. And I'm not a fan. I'm notoriously not been a huge fan of his.
Dude, I have no problem with this list.
I've ranked him 14, 15, 16 over the last 5-6 years. And I got Jared Goff at number 5.
I knew you were going to sneak in a homer pick, dude.
Give me some Jared Goff, man. All day long. Look, listen, I've defended Goff forever. I defended him when he was on the Rams. I've always been defending him. He's good. He, by the way, has just as many wins with the Lions as he had with the Rams. Like, how many times does he have to prove that he's a good quarterback? But what he's doing this year in that pocket, guys, like, it's different than last year. I know we lost to the Chiefs. Don't care. Like, I go into every snap with him at QB this year way less nervous than the year before and the year before that. I'm like, oh, Goff's probably going to make a good throw. And he does. And he doesn't throw a pretty ball. Like, he can, but he doesn't always. That throw to St. Brown wasn't pretty. Brown should have caught it. But it was low and away. But he does what he has to do. He does what he has to do, and it was amazing. Give me some Goff at 5. And by the way, if we beat the 5-1 Bucks on Monday Night Football in our black uniforms, we're 5-2 going into the bye week. We're getting Terry Arnold back. We're getting DJ Reed back. Aleem McNeil might play this week. And we have no season-ending injuries that are going to impact our team so far.
Can you knock on wood?
Sorry. That's just crazy. So
yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Like, I like your guys' list. John, I don't hate that top 5 right now.
All right, let's go. I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this segment. We've got we're gonna repick our division winners 6 weeks in.
Oh, I got it.
So we're gonna go division by division here. I'm actually gonna pull up the odds in case you guys, because if you guys pick someone that's like plus 200 or something, I want to.
Before we start this segment, can I just say the Steelers are so freaking annoying?
Yeah, sure, you can say that.
Thanks, guys.
I'll agree with you. The Vikings are the Steelers of the NFC right now to me. They just keep squeaking wins out, dude, that they don't deserve. And it's super annoying. No offense to the Vikings fans. I know there's a bunch of you in here. All right, we're going to start here with the AFC East. Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets.
Yeah, mine's the same. Bills.
Patriots.
I think they figure it out.
I
said it.
Okay. I'm on the Bills.
I think the Bills
Patriots
trade for AJ Brown. Turn it around.
Wait, said it? You think who?
I think the Bills trade for AJ Brown and turn this around.
That'd be nuts. Talk about a blockbuster. Ty, the Patriots are plus 185 to win the division. A little splash on that?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm gonna splash? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna bet a lot of money on it. Give me the Chiefs to win their division.
Wait, hold on. Don't say that yet. We're not there yet.
I don't care. They're plus 140.
Yeah, I like that.
They are about to skyrocket, dude, to the moon. They're not going to lose to the Chargers. They're gonna beat the Raiders. They're gonna crush the Raiders this week. Like they're gonna go 2-0 against the Raiders. I don't see them losing to the Broncos. Broncos look terrible.
Let's wait till we get there.
Sorry. Okay, I'll wait till we get there.
You're good. AFC North: Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, Browns.
Dude, it's so annoying.
Steelers.
Give me the Steelers. I don't think the Ravens can come back from this.
Yeah.
I don't think they can come back from either. They're 1-5 and they just look atrocious. And like
I think they can still make the playoffs. I think they can still sneak in at 8-8 and win the Super Bowl. I just think Steelers win the division.
It's
minus 160. The Ravens plus 170.
Insane to me. It's insane to me what's happening in the AFC North. Steelers.
Yep.
Steelers.
They're
By the
doing
way,
it
just
again.
to give you some context, boys, some context of like these division winners. So you look at the AFC East. Bills are minus 230. Patriots are plus 185. The Dolphins are plus 10,000, and the Jets are plus 10,000. Then you go to the AFC North. Steelers minus 160. Ravens plus 170. Bengals plus 1,400, and the Browns plus 3,300.
Mm-hmm.
So people think there's a better chance of the Browns winning that by plus 6,700 than the Dolphins somehow winning the AFC East. That's wild.
Yeah.
So I'm on the Steelers. We're all on the Steelers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which literally makes me want to throw up.
Let's go AFC South. But so hold on. So I'm keeping my Bills pick. Ty's switching to the Patriots. Chris is keeping his Bills. I'm switching my Ravens to Steelers.
Same.
And we all are. We're all switching Ravens to Steelers. Okay.
Yep.
AFC South. I believe I picked the Texans to win that.
I think we
division.
all picked the Texans.
Okay.
Yep. Give me
Colts
the
are
Colts.
minus one. Okay. Ty's got the Colts. Chris.
God, do I double down? I'm gonna say Colts.
All right, listen. I think the Colts are super fun. I believe in their defense. I think their D line's unreal if they can stay healthy. I think if Taylor can stay healthy, the Colts can go on a fun playoff run. And this, the way this year's gone, they can win it all. Give me the Jags to win the division.
Dude, what do you need to see? John,
Yeah.
do you guys remember what
Trevor
team
Lawrence
you
is
two picked?
so bad.
Do you guys remember what team you two picked last week to win?
What?
Seahawks.
You were with me on that? I thought I was the only one.
I picked the Jags. I picked the Jags.
I picked the Seahawks to beat the Jags.
Never mind, John. Yeah, you keep doing you, JB.
Hey, no, give me the Jags. So by the way, the Colts are minus 130. The Jags are plus 165. The Texans are plus 700. A little splash on that might be fun. And then the Titans are plus 10,000, obviously. But no, I think that Lawrence can play better, and I think that BTJ can play better. And so I think
I just don't think Trevor. I just don't think Trevor Lawrence is good.
I just love the Jaguars defense.
Yeah, I'm kind of with
I love
you,
the
Ty.
defense.
I don't think he's good, dude. I'm sorry. He keeps doing that rollout right. It's the only thing he rolls out to. That's predictable now. He's just not good, dude.
I'm switching from the Texans to the Colts, but I love that division's way more fun than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to those three teams in particular: Texans, Jags, and Colts. All right, AFC West. Chiefs
by a million.
I'm switching from the Broncos to the Chiefs.
Yep, I'm switching from the Broncos to the Chiefs as well. I had the Chiefs making the playoffs. Let me be very clear.
Yep, same.
But
same. But I think we all had the Chiefs as a wild card in our first predictions, right?
Yeah, I think they have. I don't think they're a wild card.
Yeah. Now I think that they are going to at least get a home game.
All right, NFC East. Who you guys got? Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants.
Yeah,
Eagles.
It's still Eagles.
The Eagles are going to do exactly what they did last year. I think they lost one or two of their games before going into the bye last year, and then they just came out and they just won infinitely. I think they're just going to run, dude. One or two things are going to happen. It's going to be no in between. I'll say that. One or two things. So I'm not saying that they're going to win, they're going to lose. They are either going to completely and fully implode and lose out, and lose out, right? Or they're going to go exactly back to what was working last year and the year before that, and the beginning of this year, and they're going to go back to their elementary school, right? Their preschool, 4-year-old, drop them off at daycare offense, where Jalen Hurts is checking down the ball. Saquon Barkley's going to get 8 receptions a game again, right? And over 100 rushing yards. And they're going to go for 3rd and 1 to get 2 tush pushes. That's what they're going to do. They're going to go back to that. That's what they did last year. They'll probably do it this year. Coming out of the bye, they're going to just go back. I want to
be very clear here, Ty. Chris is predicting that the Eagles will trade AJ Brown and still win the division.
Yeah, I love that. I think that works.
With
I think
Devontae
the
Smith at wide
Eagles.
receiver 1.
I think
they
the
don't do
Eagles are
that.
one of the few teams that could do that.
I agree. I completely agree because it's not like AJ Brown's even winning them games because Jalen Hurts is overthrowing him every time he's open.
Dude, if the
Jalen
Commanders
Hurts
or
isn't good.
Cowboys, if the Cowboys didn't just lose to the Panthers and the Commanders didn't just lose to the Bears, like I could see it going a different way. But give me the Eagles. I'm keeping the
Give
Eagles.
me the Eagles.
All right, NFC South. Buccaneers, Falcons, Panthers, Saints.
Buccaneers.
I'm gonna take the Bucks, but I do want to say when we thought the Falcons could be sneaky contenders to the Bucks list like this year, yesterday was what we were talking about.
Exactly what we were talking about.
Like that game, I just don't understand with the way they've played the last 2 weeks. I'm just trying to understand that game against the Panthers.
Dude, it was one of those, that was, they weren't running with Bijan first, and Michael Penix couldn't throw the ball to wide open people. I mean, he just wasn't throwing well, right? Everything that went wrong offensively in terms of executing, everything that could have went wrong. Right? They had more rushing yards, they had more passing yards, they had more third down completions.
Wouldn't you
like
agree?
They should have won that game.
Wouldn't you agree though if they were 4-1, this would be a lot harder of a discussion?
Yeah.
Like if they were 4-1 coming off just beating the Bills, we'd all be like,
Right. By the way, boys, the Bucks are by far and away the biggest favorites to win their division. Minus 320. Falcons are plus 360. Panthers plus 1700.
They also, Chris, they also already have the one up on the Falcons. They beat them on the road. Right. So like now they have one more game against them. It's at home. I mean, I think that. And by the way, did you guys listen to the audio last night of the Falcons when the Bills were? It was unbelievable. Dude, it was. I legitimately was like, dude, where am I? Am I watching a professional football game, like football, like European football? Dude, it was so loud. They were chanting, bro. Dude, it was like legitimate stadium pulse. And that's how when Atlanta could show up and their team's doing well, it was unbelievable. So the fact that the Buccaneers already went in there and won early in the year is huge for them.
Yeah, I got the Bucks. I'm
going to keep the Bucks. I picked them preseason, but I think the Falcons make it way. I think the Falcons should be less than plus 360. All right, these odds make no sense to me. I'll let you make your pick first, and then I'll tell you what the odds are. NFC West. Rams, Niners, Seahawks, Cardinals.
I'm switching.
Seahawks.
I'm switching from the Rams to the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Okay, and you are too, Ty?
Yep.
All right.
I'm over. Dude, I'm over the Rams. I'm sold out. I'm sold out. I think Stafford's like back problems that were an issue at the beginning of the year are starting to creep in and really show up, right? Because he's just, again, he doesn't have the connection with Devontae Adams. Puka Nacua is not 100%, right?
Besides the Ravens, he's been outstanding this year.
No, it wasn't just the Ravens. What do you mean?
Stafford's been amazing this year outside of that Ravens game.
What are you talking about? No, dude.
I'm telling you what he's been. He's been unbelievable. He's been one of the best throwers of the football still.
He's not. This is a very inaccurate year for him. And look it up.
I mean, fine. Puka Nacua, wide receiver 1 in the league.
Puka Nacua, not 100% right now. He came out last. It was out for like 2 quarters of the toe injury.
That game.
But we're talking about who's going to win this division, John. Which means you have to win multiple games, and there could be games where Stafford is not playing 100% because he's hurt, and Puka's not going to be there.
They still haven't played each other yet either. That'll be fun.
Dude,
that'll be fun.
So you're not going to believe this. So Chris, you're switching from the Rams to the Seahawks, and so is Ty.
I am.
All right, here are the odds. The Rams are plus 155. The Niners are plus 160. The Seahawks are plus 250.
Oh,
the Cardinals are plus 4,500.
That's a sprinkle, baby.
So I'm going to stick with the Rams at plus 155. But the reason the Niners, who are so brutally injured, are still plus 160 is they have a soft schedule. So if they might be able to overcome some of those injuries here with the schedule that they have. But give me the Rams still at plus 155. All right, boys.
Yep.
Green Bay Packers 3-1-1.
Our leaders of the division.
Are leaders of the division, even though the Lions are 4-2. Hey, how that works. Packers are minus 105. Lions are plus 160. Vikings are plus 950. And Bears are plus 1,100. Who wins the NFC North? We all picked the Lions preseason.
I still like the Lions.
I'm sticking with the Lions.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my gut.
We already...
If you would have told me that we are 4-2 after the first 6 games, I would say we are kind of like right where we need to be.
So I'm going to keep it. But the Packers schedule makes me very nervous. tell me the games that you think they lose in the next 5 games.
Okay.
So Packers play the Cardinals.
Packers win.
I think they could lose that
Arizona.
game.
I think they could lose, but because anything can happen. But I think they win. Then they go on Sunday Night Football. They play at Pittsburgh.
That's a win for the Packers.
Anyone's game.
Aaron Rodgers revenge game. I mean, it should be a fun game.
It's gonna be great. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
Panthers.
Anyone's game.
At
Packers.
Lambeau. Yeah, I mean, I'm giving all 3 of those to the Packers. I think the Steelers can win that game. Packers at home on a primetime game against the Eagles.
Eagles.
Wait, say that again.
Packers at home,
at home versus the Eagles.
Against the Eagles.
Why do they have home field advantage against every good team?
I mean, I like the Packers more. Packers.
Yeah, that's 4. Then you've got at the Giants.
Giants win.
Packers.
I hope. I hope.
I think the Packers go. I think the Packers go 0-5.
Oh my God.
I hope Ty, but listen. Then you have home against the Vikings.
Packers.
Vikings win.
Packers.
Vikings win that.
Then you go on Thanksgiving to Detroit. Got to win that game.
Lions.
100%.
Okay. Then you're home against the Bears.
Packers.
Bears win.
I mean, Bears could, but Packers probably win. Then
Bears
you go at Denver. That's like their first one where you're like, okay, Denver's probably favored besides the Lions.
Denver's going to win that. Denver wins. They clutch up. They're in full form.
Bo Nix? You take a Bo Nix over Jordan Love?
Yeah, Bo Nix comes in there. Ball's out.
I'm taking the Packers. And then you got at Chicago.
Packers.
Chicago, home field
Packers.
advantage.
No, I know,
I'm starting to get nervous.
Right.
Chris is starting to get nervous, bro. And then you go Ravens at home.
Lamar's probably.
And then Lamar's back.
Against the Ravens.
Lamar's back. He comes in, dude. Stomps NFC teams.
I'll take the Ravens.
Okay. And then at Minnesota, last game of the year.
Minnesota, baby.
It's hard to find 3 or 4 losses in that schedule.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Guys, they lost to the Browns.
I
Relax.
know, I'm just saying. I know. So I got a buddy who writes for Detroit. It's not Jeremy. He writes for Detroit Sports, and he's just so thinks that the Packers are not anywhere near as good as everyone thinks. And I'm just looking at that schedule. And I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I love your optimism, though, Ty.
Yep.
But I'm sticking with Lions. All right. So we changed about 4 of our division winner picks. 3 or 4, each of us, at the beginning of the year.
Love that.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, Blevins Bros Sports Show brought to you by Underdog. New customers play $5, get $50 in bonuses. Use code Blevins Bros. We are going to do our game-by-game predictions here and our Underdog segment, our spread picks and ties. Don't overthink it to close out. Let me pull up the. Actually, I'm just going to use this since I already have it up. Hold on one second. We'll use the actual lines that are currently available. All right.
Thursday night football barn burner, baby. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'll be watching college
versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'll be watching college. There's some great college games on Thursday night.
So,
all right. Hold on, Chris. So the Steelers are -5.5 at Cincinnati.
Yeah. Yeah, they just held. Who did they just beat? Who did they just whoop up on?
Who? The Browns?
They held the Browns to 9.
Yeah, but dude, Judkins only had 36 yards, and Judkins has been playing really well this year. So now they go up against a Bengals team who really doesn't try to throw or try to run, right? Like Chase Brown only had 9 rush attempts last week against the Packers. Dude, give me the Steelers.
Yeah, give me the Steelers to win this game. Give me the Bengals points.
Really?
Wait, what's the point? What's the spread?
5.5. -5.5.
Flacco's got third game. Wheeling and dealing. Jamar Chase, one of the greatest wide receivers. Come on. He's been eating.
Okay. Yeah.
All it takes is one or two big catches.
I'm not
blowaway tutties.
I'm not touching the points on this game, but I like the Steelers.
I'm not touching either. I like the Steelers to win this game.
If I were to bet, I probably would take Steelers -5.5, but it's a lot of points for a division game.
Yeah, it definitely
coming off a short week.
Feels like a DK game. I think Warren and Gainwell can have decent games on the ground. Gainwell had 6 catches against the Browns. Again, that could have just been to try to avoid that front 4, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I like the Steelers.
All right, we got Rams -3 against the Jaguars. I believe that's in London.
Jaguars money line.
8:30, and Puka is day to day. He's day to day, right?
Jaguars money line. Even if Puka plays, Jaguars money line.
Wow.
I'm off the Rams train right now, boys. I'm off the Rams train. After that diabolical defensive game against a decimated Niners offense, where they just gave them 5 to 10 yards every single play until overtime.
This is the kind of game. This is the kind of game that makes John's head explode. Because the Seahawks just spanked this team.
They lost by 8.
The Seahawks just spanked the Jags.
It was 20-12. I mean, I wouldn't say that's a spank.
Dude, the Jags couldn't get past half field most of that game.
Yeah, but that's the Jaguars almost every game, unless their defense comes up with turnovers, which they always seem to do.
But John thinks the Rams are better than the Seahawks, so John has to go Rams here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jags.
Give me the Jags, bro. They're home. They're home.
They're also very good in London.
They play in London like every year. That's a home game for them.
They're good in London.
Then the Seahawks are better than the Rams. Give me the Rams, and I still think the Seahawks are better than the Rams.
Okay. So me and Ty are on the Jags. Duval.
Come on, baby.
Let's go. And Chris is on the Rams. All right. Eagles are -2.5 at Minnesota.
Eagles -2.5. I would bet I would bet a lot of money on this game, and I'm going to. I think this Eagles defense.
This is the game where I'm like the Vikings.
Wait, is JJ playing? Is JJ playing?
I think so.
Is Jalen Carter playing?
Is Jalen Carter playing this week? Jalen Carter, well, that was as of Thursday the 9th, so it was about last week. So no report yet.
Okay, then I reserve the right. If JJ is playing and Jalen Carter is playing, give me the Eagles.
Give me the Eagles no matter what. And give me Saquon for 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards.
JJ McCarthy is uncertain but has returned to practice.
Okay, I'll take the Eagles.
Give me the Eagles.
Give me the Eagles. I'm just gonna go money line. I'm not going -2.5.
Sure.
All right, Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs are -11.5 at home.
Chiefs -11.5 at home.
The Raiders plus 11.5.
Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs. I don't like that many points.
You guys are crazy.
Division game, dude. Division game.
Dude, Rashee Rice might get 200 yards.
Yeah, give me. I think the Chiefs win by 100.
The Raiders secondary is not great.
This is where we have to think about points, though, right? The Chiefs could be up 30-13, and have some of their guys on the bench on the last drive. The Raiders go down, score a touchdown, they don't cover.
Nah,
30-13.
I think Rashee Rice gets 200. I think there's 4 interceptions from. I can't even think of his name. He's so relevant. Geno Smith.
Okay, I'm with you. I hear you. Give me the Chiefs to win, and give me the Raiders plus 11.5. Probably not going to touch it though.
Sure.
All right, dude, we got Saints at Chicago. Chicago's only 5.5-point favorites at home.
I don't like the points against the Saints because the Saints have been doing really, really good jobs of just covering and keeping it really close. Give me the Bears to win this. Give me the Saints plus 5. Maybe tease it to 5.5.
You're telling me the Bears could be 4-2.
Yeah,
the Bears
they
could
are.
Be 4-2.
They're going to be 4-2.
And if the Lions lose to the Bucs, Lions will be 4-3, and the Bears will be ahead of the Lions.
I mean,
Dude,
we've had harder schedule.
I want to put something in your guys' head because Chicago's home, right?
Chris, you can put it in my. Oh.
The Saints have been playing very clean football this year.
Correct.
Like Spencer Rattler looks fine. Like they're a team that can just kind of hang around. And if you give them a drive, like at the end of the game, they could win.
Hang on. Let's play a game.
Like I don't think they turn it over twice against like the Commanders.
All right, let's play a game. You guys ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna name the regular season stats. Dang it. This honestly isn't that great, but I'm going to name the regular season stats, and then you tell me who's who. But you're already going to know because there's one significant thing. But we have passing yards, 1,217, 6 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, 91, a 92 pass rating, and a 68.5 completion rating percentage. Who would you think that is? Josh Allen or Spencer Rattler? I mean, that's Spencer Rattler because we know that Josh Allen has a bunch of touchdowns.
Right.
But like if Spencer Rattler was throwing like 3-4 more touchdowns, like passing touchdowns, dude, he's right there. Like
he's taking care of the football. He only has 1 pick.
He's taking care of the football. 1 interception. Here's Josh Allen, 1,400 yards. So he has 200 more yards than Rattler. He's thrown 3 more interceptions and 5 more touchdowns. But he's thrown 3 more. So Rattler, Chris, you're absolutely right. Spencer Rattler is taking care of this ball. They are not necessarily super efficient on offense, but they're not turning the ball over.
Right. They're not giving the game away.
They're not giving the game away like the Patriots did 5 turnovers against the Steelers, and the only reason they lost that game. Right.
Right.
So
yeah, you guys this is and think about how bad the Bears have been playing. The Bears have not been doing some of the little things. They're still getting those procedural penalties on offense. Dude, I think the Saints can steal this game. So that's why I'm thinking harder on this one than I think you guys did. I think Chicago wins at home, so that's kind of
I think Chicago wins at home.
But
Saints plus 5.5.
Yes, but I like Saints plus 5.5.
I like what our friend Giggity Goo said. He said Bears have the Saints' old D coordinator. The players did not like him. And Williams and Rattler played together at OU. Rattler playing with a chip on his shoulder.
I like the Saints spread.
I'm going to go Bears in this one, I think. But I'm cheering like crazy for the Saints.
For sure, we want the Saints to win this game.
Love it.
All right, we got Dolphins +3, Browns -3 at Cleveland.
I love the Dolphins here.
Yeah. You know what?
I love the Dolphins +3 at the very least.
Did you guys watch any of the Chargers game?
I watched almost all of it. Yeah.
I watched a lot of it.
The way they get A-chain the ball in space is you just wish your team got your best player in space the way the Dolphins do. They should change their name to the Miami A-chains. And I think that he gets it done against the Browns.
Miami A-chains. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I completely agree. I mean, you want to talk about check down central? Give me what's his name? If Jaylen Warren had 6 receptions against the Browns on the Steelers, give me A-chance receptions here. Get this ball out quick. Multiple checkdowns to get it away from Miles Garrett. I love the Dolphins +3 here, right? Because the Cleveland has to score in order to win, and the Dolphins can put up points against good defenses. The Dolphins have put up points against every team this year,
and Dolphins have a really good D line right now. Their D line's playing well.
They're playing
well.
They're
healthy. I'll take the Dolphins to win and +3.
Yeah, I like the Dolphins here, and I would not be surprised if this is like a Myles Garrett game, and we're all talking about how, the Browns won handily.
Mm-hmm.
Just pray for Tua. Pray for Tua this week.
Pray for Tua for sure. Yep. A lot of runs, a lot of checkdowns, a lot of quick outs.
We got Panthers -1.5 against the Jets. Panthers all day long.
$1 million on this. I might ask Jess. I might ask Jess to put $1 million on this game and then never sports bet again if I lose.
Give me the Panthers.
Give me the Panthers.
Give me the Jets. Got to get a win. All right, let me play a game. Jets got to get a win.
When do the Jets get their first win?
Right.
This would I think, Chris. I think
this is the following week against the Bengals.
Okay, so they got the Bengals. They're not.
Or the Browns.
The Browns. They're not beating the Patriots. They're not beating the Ravens. They're not beating the. Dude, they could beat the Falcons in another fluke game. And then they got the Saints on the 21st. I mean, this has to be it, right? Is this it? It has to be this way. No. This. Maybe
no, they beat the Bengals next week.
Okay. All right, give me the Panthers. They're not going 0-17.
No, they're not. Panthers. All of us on the Panthers. Oh my gosh. I love it. They're so back.
We're so back.
Patriots are on the road in Tennessee. Patriots are -7 against Titans.
Give me Patriots -7 on the road.
I'm out on the Titans forever. So give me the Patriots and the points. The Patriots, the Titans have now screwed me on multiple not covering the spreads.
Give me the Titans +7. New coach, that new coach blood getting in there.
Dude, he got
players
booed.
Excited.
He got booed out of San Diego as the Chargers head coach. booed out.
Give me that fresh blood, dude. Titans +7, but I'll take the Patriots to win the game for sure.
Patriots -7, maybe even tease -14. Next.
All right, we got Colts Chargers. Chargers at home -1.5.
I'm
Somehow
so
favorites.
excited for this game. I'm excited for this game because wait, who's what?
Colts are +1.5.
Dude.
Yeah, give me the Colts to win.
Colts to win.
Yeah, like
the Colts D line is nasty, and the Chargers O line is not.
Yeah, they're hurt. Dude, this is one of those games where like if they don't have Herbert, like this is just a clear Colts win. But Herbert could win this game for the Chargers.
The Chargers just haven't looked. They haven't looked like they've had a bunch of home field advantage at all this year at home.
They haven't. They don't. They're just like the Rams. LA doesn't show up.
I think Jonathan Taylor could just have a day.
Yeah, I like this matchup. I like this matchup for the Colts because the Chargers D hasn't been great. Like whose offense do you like right now more? The Colts or the Dolphins?
Colts.
Okay. So the Dolphins just put up almost 30 on this team with A-Chain and Waddle. And now they got to see Taylor, Pittman, every dude. We talked about their skill position players. You can't cover all of them.
Yep.
Yep.
So
and Waddle, by the way, literally gave the ball away on the first drive, just like right through his hands, and the Chargers ended up scoring a field goal on that.
Right into the hands.
That was the difference of the game. So give me the Colts.
Give me the Colts in a very fun game.
I hope we all agree on this. Broncos are -7 at home against the Giants.
Giants +7.
Giants +7.
Dude, Dart hasn't had to play a defense like this yet.
I don't care. And Chris, I don't care because Dart really hasn't been like sniping the ball. You know what I mean? He's not like he's not going to win. Dart hasn't been winning games by throwing dimes on tight coverage, right? Against Patrick Surtain, right? He's not. That's not how they're going to win this game, right? Wan'Dale Robinson might make some beautiful catches, might get open in some long plays, and that's the thing, right? This is going to be a messy game for the Giants to win this game. This has to be
the pressure Bo Nix.
Messy. They got to pressure Bo Nix, but I'm saying on offense, it's just got to be one of those games where it's like they're running it down their throats with Scatterbo, right? They're getting 3-4 yards of carry. Jackson Dart's getting crazy, like extending plays like mad, right? But Surtain can't guard someone for 12 seconds, right? And Dart's just sprinting around the field, running the ball, right? He's great. He's got a great accuracy on the run too. He's been dialed in. So like I love that. I like that. Give me the Giants +7.
Yeah, give me the Giants +7. Give me the Broncos though.
Yeah, I want the Broncos to win, but 7's a lot of points. And Chris, you said you don't think that Dart has played a defense like Denver. Well, Bo Nix is about to have a day with that defensive line.
I know. That's what I said.
Giants.
I know. That's what I said. They can get home.
Yeah. We got Commanders -1.5 against the Cowboys. Cowboys at home.
Is Terry back?
I don't even care if Scary Terry's not back. Give me the over in this game. And
54.5.
Yeah, give me the over in this game. I think this is like a 30-27. Same thing. Right? Same thing as that Panthers. I think Washington has a better offense than the Panthers, and I think Dallas is going to do, Commanders defense isn't great, and Dallas is at home. I think they'll put up points. I like the over.
This is a good
Give me the
Javonte
Commanders
Williams game. Did you guys see what Dowdle just did? And
yeah, I did.
The Cowboys' run scheme is one of the best in the NFL this year. Yeah, this is gonna be like who has the ball last.
Give me the Cowboys to win.
Give me the Commanders.
Give me the Cowboys, and I'm pretty sure CeeDee Lamb plays.
Give me the Commanders.
I think he's gonna play too.
CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, Dak's throwing well at home. I'm taking the Cowboys to win that +110. All right, we got Packers on the road against the Cardinals. Packers are -6.5.
Yeah,
give me the Packers -6.5.
Yeah, give me the Packers and the points, dude. I've just, me in the Cardinals, John. We have a bad relationship.
I will be cheering like crazy for the Cardinals. I think the Packers win. Not touching the spread. Yep. If I was gonna, I'd take the Cardinals +6.5, just because the Packers every team keeps it close against them.
This is a really good matchup for Golden and Jacobs. For my fantasy.
All right, we got Falcons. Falcons, Niners. Niners are -2.5 at home.
Dude.
Is
Sunday night. This is going to be a great game. Give me the Falcons.
Is Brock back?
Does it matter? I think Mac Jones is playing better than Brock was.
That's true, John. I honestly feel like Mac Jones. Mac Jones is.
That's recency bias.
Mac Jones is doing exactly what he needs to do.
Right, which is
checking
what
the
Brock
ball down,
Purdy did, but more exciting.
Right. I agree.
So, yeah, give me the Falcons, but I'm just gonna say I'm gonna straight up say it with the spine of their defense out, with no Bosa, with no Warner. I think Bijan could just go crazy. So that's why I'm taking the
Niners
Falcons.
were healthy. If the Niners are healthy, I'd pick the Niners.
Correct. Same, and I still think the Niners can win.
Yep. All right, we have 2 Monday night games. It's actually
where
pisses
is it?
me off because I have to coach. It's in San Fran.
Okay.
I did not realize that there were another. I hate these doubleheader Monday night games, bro.
Yeah,
so the Lions.
I love them.
This one, John. They're like, oh, you're gonna want to watch these.
Yeah,
so they
don't
overlap them.
Fine.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Give me.
So we've got the Lions are -5.5 at home against the Buccaneers.
Wait, what?
Yeah, give me the Bucks plus 5.5. Give me the Bucks plus 5.5. Lions to win.
So let me explain why.
We're -5.5
because they think it's just going to be touchdowns, right?
They know we're going to win. They have Mike Evans, who is not going to be fully healthy, back. No Godwin, no Ibuka, he's out for the game. No Bucky Irving, a banged up O-line with Hutch and McNeil coming back for the Lions.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Dude,
they have Baker Mayfield, dude.
Baker throwing, and I know we've beaten them. We have our top 4 corners out.
Right, exactly.
So you're saying
I think we're gonna blitz all night, but
our 5th string corner versus your 5th string receiver, we don't think that Baker can find some guys?
Yeah, give me Baker's over in his rushing yards.
What is it? It's probably a lot.
Get whatever it is. Take the over.
Let me go look and see if it's out.
So I think the Lions win this game because of how banged up the Bucks are. But again, I'm not taking 5. Yeah, give me the Bucks plus 5.5, and the Bucks could win.
Give me the Lions -5.5. Lions win.
All right, I got Lions win. Bucks plus 5.5. I also love the over.
That is 52.5. I can't believe that over is lower than the Commanders Cowboys division game. Anyway, Texans Seahawks. Seahawks at home -3.5 against the Texans.
Yeah, give me the Seahawks. I'm like this is a front 4, right? When you think about the last thing we saw the Texans do was what they did to that Ravens team. Okay, now they're facing a team that has all their starters on defense. Well, not their corners, but all their starters in the front 4. So that offensive line is going to get destroyed. Give me the Seahawks. And again,
I like the under.
And Ty, you're not gonna love. Like, I'll just tell you right now, you're not gonna love how Stroud looks against this defense.
I won't. And Chris, I'll know the story.
Good.
Oh, you better know the story, bro. No excuse not to know the story.
Chad will know. I'll know the story of Stroud this game. Give me the Seahawks to win this game. Give me the Seahawks -3 as well. Give me the under. So this is like a 17-10.
There was a play.
2010.
Who is their sophomore? Who's their huge sophomore defensive tackle? The Seahawks. Seahawks DTs.
John, your bet almost full faded, by the way.
Dude, Byron Murphy.
It's actually still alive, bud.
No, it's actually not true.
Scored.
John,
yes, it is true.
No, yeah, I'm watching.
Did you say you watched that Jags game? There's a play during that Jags game where Byron Murphy just pushes the Jacksonville guard 6 yards, like literally 6 yards away, and then just beelines for Trevor Lawrence. And like, I think that there's not a single player on that Texans offensive line that can stop him.
Here's my thing with that. The only where I could see the Seahawks winning this game by like 1 or 2, and Sam Darnold throwing like 3 picks against this defense.
So you think
you think
he comes back to earth?
Yeah, just a little bit. Not because I think he's bad, just because I think that Texans defense is so good. I think of the Lions-Texans game last year where Goff threw 5. I think they only had like 7 or 8 all year. And he threw 5 in that one game, and the Lions still won. So I like the Seahawks to win. I just don't love them minus 3.5.
Okay. I do like the under tie. I do. And give me the Hawks.
By the way, JSN is probably outside of St. Brown and like Chase when Burrow's healthy and Jefferson when he has a quarterback throwing to him. JSN's like one of the most exciting guys to watch right now.
Yeah.
And Puka Nacua.
Absolutely.
He's incredibly fluid. Like if you just watch him run routes, it's almost like he never changes speed. Like he'll cut and he'll still be going the same speed. And you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's wild. He's a beast. All right, guys, that's our game-by-game predictions for this week. We are about to do our underdog segment. Again, new customers play $5, get $50 in bonuses. Use code Blevins Bros. Did any of us win last week?
No. I got so both my touchdowns hit, and then so Tet got a touchdown. Ferguson got a touchdown. So those 2 hit, and then Tet couldn't get 2 more catches. I had him over 4.5. He only got 3.
It's an actual shame, dude.
For those who have not used Underdog before, again, new customers can play $5, get $50 in bonuses. You pick higher or lower for passing yards, receiving yards, rushing yards, passing touchdowns, player props, and they call them your champions, whoever you pick. And you can the app is super user friendly. You can use the desktop as well, which I actually prefer because you can like see everything even more. But we're each gonna come up with a 3-leg play, higher and lowers. And you can let us know which Blevins Bro you like the most, or whether you're going to tail us or not, which one you would be most likely to tail. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go Chris, Ty, and I'll go last.
Okay. So my first 2 are going to be player props from the Thursday night game. So we have something to get excited for if these both hit. Okay. Chase Brown, I think, has a single game with 50 rushing yards this year. He only had 9 attempts on Sunday against the Packers. And now he goes up against a Pittsburgh team who just allowed Judkins, one of the best runners in the league this year. He held him to 30 yards, right, on 13 carries. This is a team that tends to abandon the run early, right? It's a Thursday night game, so anything can happen, right? But give me Chase Brown under lower than 45.5. Rushing yards, give me, I do think this is a big DK game, and I think I love when a player has a prop and they can get it in one throw. Okay? DK's line right now is set at 58.5 against just a bad secondary. They're not like as awful as they were last year, but they're bad. So I think that Rodgers is going to take his shots to DK, so I'd like him to go higher than 58.5. I think that that's a really friendly line. And then, dude, he's just on a roll, but I'm gonna skip over that game. And then my other favorite one, is it even posted? The problem is, guys, a lot of my favorite plays aren't posted yet. Yeah, so this player's not posted yet. I like Javonte Williams to get in the end zone, but he's not there.
Yeah, he's not.
He will be by tomorrow or Thursday. You can check it out.
Yeah. So then my last one will be, yeah, I think the Rams are going to have to turn it around. They need to do something different. And when they run the ball in the red zone, they are much more successful than when they pass the ball. Give me a Kyren Williams higher on his touchdowns. And so, quick recap, guys, because I know I like to give kind of my reasons for each one. I have Chase Brown lower than 45.5 rushing. I have DK Metcalf higher than 58.5 receiving. And my final play is Kyren Williams higher than 0.5. I think he gets in the end zone.
So fun fact, before Ty goes, Chris, for the first time, I think, all year, you and I have one of the same plays. I'll share it when it's my turn. Go ahead, Ty.
All right, guys. Listen, if you were to tell me against this Chiefs defense, and just the way they play consistent, they play well, and with how Geno Smith's playing, I'm gonna tease this man under 1.5, lower than 1.5 touchdowns, passing touchdowns. Geno Smith against the Chiefs. The Raiders are terrible. Geno Smith, no. That's my first play. Second play, Cam Scatterbo, dude, going up against this Broncos defense. The average is about 50 rushing yards, 55 rushing yards a game. His over right now is at 56.5. So give me Cam Scatterbo lower than 56.5 rushing yards against the Broncos. And in the same game, Give me Bo Nix over or higher than 15.5 rushing yards. I think Bo is going to be running for his life that game, and I think he's going to have to run a lot to win that game handedly. And that is my play.
I like that too.
So Geno Smith, you have to tease it lower because it's at, I think his line is at 1 touchdown. So Geno Smith lower than 1.5. I think it's like 0.8 is the odds times odds, and then Cam Scatterbo lower than 56.5. Bo Nix higher than 15 rushing yards.
I like it.
All right. I like it. Here we go. I've got 2 of my plays are from the Thursday night game. So give me the same as Chris. I'm on DK Metcalf higher than 58.5 receiving yards. He might get that in the first quarter. So I'm looking forward to that one. Aaron Rodgers higher than 218.5 passing yards.
Ooh, okay. You're double dipping.
I'm double dipping a little bit. I think, listen, and here's my reasoning, by the way. So Steelers schedule. The Steelers play the Bengals, and then they play the Packers. The Packers have done a pretty darn good job against the run this year. And so I think you're going to see the Steelers try to do as much as they can through the air against the Bengals to get ready for their game at home against the Packers the following week. Rodgers is going to want to beat Green Bay. That's the game he's had circled on his calendar all year long. He'll never admit it until the game's over. But give me Rodgers higher than 218.5 passing yards, DK higher than 58.5 receiving yards. And then this is a little bit of the opposite of Chris. I think Stafford gets back this week. Give me Stafford higher than 1.5 passing TDs. I think he throws 2 or 3 passing touchdowns, maybe even one to Kyren Williams. Listen, his arm is the best weapon they have on that team. Even if he's a little bit hurt this year or maybe not the same, I still think he's a guy who's going to get it done. And I think that game's going to be pretty high scoring. So give me Stafford higher than 1.5 passing TDs. So that's, again, Aaron Rodgers higher than 218.5 passing yards, DK Metcalf higher than 58.5 receiving yards, and Stafford higher than 1.5 passing touchdowns.
I like it.
$43 wins you $174.
That's fun.
Huge. And then do we want to pick our spreads?
Yep. So thank you, Underdog. New customers again, play 5, get $50 in bonuses. Use code Blevins Bros and let us know who you're tailing. Now we are going to do our spreads pick, and then Ty is going to give us.
Oh, I'll do my don't overthink it right now. This is
You're gonna do that first?
Yeah, I'll do it first. Give me the Packers to beat the Cardinals. Give me the Patriots to beat the Titans money line, and then I'm doing less than 4 legs now, if I can. And just give me the Panthers money line to give this odds a little bit of a juicer. Panthers to beat the Jets, plus 200.
Hold on. I need to just say that.
Packers. I call it the don't over pink it. Panthers, Patriots, Packers. Give me the P's, baby.
Gosh, I hate doing that though, bro. I'll be cheering so hard for Arizona. I like it though. I like it, Ty. All right, let's each pick one spread for the games this week. No teasing.
Yeah. Give me Miami plus 3. I lied. Give me the Patriots minus 7.
Okay. No.
Yes.
Yeah. He said it.
Ty's on the Patriots minus 7. Chris?
Give me the Falcons plus 3.5.
What about plus 2.5? Would you take that too?
They're not going to give us a field goal. Can you tease it to plus 3?
No, you can't tease. I mean, you can, but for the sake of the segment.
All right, give me the Falcons plus 2.5. Screw it. I thought I picked them in the money line, so.
Love it.
All right.
Let's give them a few points.
Man, I'm going to do it, boys. I'm going to do it because I want to cheer for it and I want to see it happen. Give me the Eagles minus 2.5.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I can cheer for that.
I can cheer for that, dude.
So again, for those keeping track, that is the Patriots minus 7, Ty's leg, the Falcons plus 2.5, Chris's leg, and the Eagles minus 2.5 against the Vikings. That ends up getting you to plus 587. A juicer McGuicer, as we say.
Yeah, that's nice. That's real nice.
Guys, I want to do one last question for you here. Okay.
Hang on. I had to check my location. The last one was who? The Eagles? Okay, got it. All right, go.
What you got, Jubilee?
One last question for you. Give me a bold prediction for the week. Could be anything.
The Giants beat the Broncos.
Dang, Ty.
The Giants have just beaten two really good teams, one on the road, and to be the Super Bowl contenders, the Super Bowl winners last year. And now they're going against a lackluster Broncos offense that just put up 13 points against one of the worst teams in the NFL. Their offense hasn't looked good against anybody, right? They barely beat the Eagles. It was a very low-scoring game against the Eagles. I think that they have just so much momentum going into this game with Jackson Dart playing really well. You know, obviously when he lost to the Saints, it was because he wasn't protecting the ball. What do? They go against the Eagles. They protect that ball, right? No scattable fumbles. So I think that if they don't have any turnovers, I think the game is close. And I think that they can scrap. I think it's a scrappy game.
I like that. I like that a lot. Ty.
All right, so Ty's bold prediction is the Giants to beat the Broncos.
I love bold predictions because you can just kind of play with narratives you've already been building in your head and just go all in. Okay,
yeah, that's what I just did.
So here's my all-in bold prediction for this Sunday: the New York Football Jets bench Justin Fields at halftime, and Tyrod Taylor comes back, and the Jets get their first win against the Panthers this week.
Oh, I hate that. I would hate that.
Yeah, I hate that too, but I appreciate the bold take. My bold take. Am I gonna say it?
I think you're gonna say it.
John just wants to say something ridiculous about the Lions.
Yeah, I was supposed to say the Lions going to win by 17. I did this once last year. I forget who we played against, but it was a good team, and we hammered them. And everyone was like, "John called it," and I got roasted during the show when I said it. I think that the Cowboys are going to blow out the Commanders. I'm talking more than 14-point win, like a 27-13 type of game. And I think Commanders fans are going to be in a little bit of shambles.
Wow.
Give it in Cowboys, baby.
I love
this.
this.
The Tap Man's going to do a 10-second TikTok, and he's going to say, "We're so back, baby.
We're back,
it's over."
That was fun.
Bold prediction.
That was fun.
Great show, guys. Great show. Everybody, thanks for tuning in every single week. We appreciate you. Clips will be posted in the next 48 hours. Huge shout out to Underdog. Thanks for sponsoring this. And we'll be back next week. We should be back Wednesday, I believe, to our normal schedule. I'm in San Diego for TwitchCon tomorrow. That's why we had to do it tonight. We appreciate you guys. Great show tonight, fellas.
Yep. Love you guys.
Take care of each other.
Later.
Bye.